Great. Now that we have our broker connected to our MT4 platform, next thing is to understand how to utilize MT4 on your laptop. Okay. So first things first is understand where the tools are. The tools are going to be at the very top left. You may see that you have a vertical line, which is this right here. Okay. Now to understand if you have it, you're grabbing it or you're not grabbing it. Okay. In this case, I'm not grabbing it, so I wouldn't be able to move it. In order for me to grab it, I have to double click on it, and you will see these little balls on the top and the bottom. Okay, that means that you can now grab and drag wherever you would like to do. Okay, I'm gonna go and delete it. You can just put delete and it will delete. In this case, I want to go ahead and put a horizontal line, right? I can go ahead and do this right here, and this horizontal line will help me identify where my support and resistance will be located. So I'm gonna go ahead and just do this right here. Keep it on the area where I'm seeing support, okay, potential support, and here is resistance. So support and resistance, looking very, very good. Now next, okay, what do we have? We have trend lines. So you have this drawn trend line where you can go ahead and do the same scenario. You can go ahead and draw trend lines in the market. Okay. Now, as you may see, this last one, I left it as I was grabbing it. So that means if I touch it and move it, it'll go ahead and move. I don't want that, so I'll have to go ahead and double click on it, so that way those little balls on ends are not there. In this case, this one, I'm not grabbing it, so you can see I won't be able to move it. That means it's stable. Now, if you want to go ahead and do Fibonacci, you can see it right here in this area. I have the Fibonacci, okay, where same scenario, you'll be able to use the Fibonacci as if you're using it on TradingView. Now, you want to go ahead and do more tools. You just got to go to Insert, and then you'll be able to see the lines, the horizontal, the trend lines, the channels. You'll be able to draw channels. You'll be able to see all the other shapes and patterns. So in this case, a rectangle, you can go ahead and click on that, and that rectangle can help you find a zone. Okay, it would help you find a zone of support and resistance. That would be useful for the market, for you to identify in the market. Okay, so in this case, tools are very useful. Me personally, I like to analyze on TradingView just because it seems a little bit more modern. Okay, on MT4, it looks a little bit more older, but at the same time, it is good to actually see it because price action might be a little bit more defined. Okay, and there's also another thing that you can go ahead and do on this that you can't do on TradingView, which is unless if you pay TradingView, okay, which is being able to have multiple monitors in the same monitor itself. So in this case, I'd be able to have 1, 2, 3, 4 monitors if I would like to. Okay, so all I'd have to do is just pretty much drag and drop, and I can go ahead and add more and more in that area. But in this case, let's go back to Euro USD. Okay, now over here you may see a red arrow. That means if you click on it, it will take you directly all the way over here. If I go ahead and click on it again, okay, that means that if I try to move it, okay, I'll be able to move it. Now, if I have this clicked on and it doesn't, and it looks exactly like this, that means that if I try to move it anywhere else, okay, it should go ahead and take me back to that same area. Okay, so if you want it to take you back, you just click on it and it should take you back. In this case, it does a little separation. Without it, you won't have a separation. Okay, so I like to have a separation just so I can see what's happening or what can potentially happen in the future. Now, moving forward, you may see sell and buy. Yes, that means if you click sell, it's going to automatically sell in that area. So if I go ahead and click sell right here, now the market's closed, so it's going to go ahead and do this, meaning that it would not able to enter a sell. Okay, now I want to go ahead and buy. Same scenario, I can just go ahead and put a buy, and it will not let me because the market is closed. Now, saying I want to place a sell limit in this area at 1.17880. What I would have to do, I would have to go to where it says new order, and right here in this new order, I'm looking at the pair. Yes, it is that pair. Is this the volume I want to trade? Is these the loss I want to place? Yes. Now stop loss. Where would my stop loss be? I can probably say my stop loss would be at 1.11815. So I would go ahead and input the same coordinates. So I put 1.11815, and then my target, if I want to place my take profit already, I'd say, let's say in this case 1.11710. So I put 1.11710. Now, is this a instant execution? Not really, because if I wanted to do an instant execution, I could just place over here and just move the chart over. But in this case, it would be a pending order. What kind of pending order? Buy limit, sell limit, what kind? So in this case, it would be a sell limit. So I'd go ahead and put a sell limit in that order. Where do I want my sell limit to activate? I want my sell limit to activate at 1.11780. So I'll replace 1.11788 in order to place. Now, of course, I place, it's gonna do the same noise because the market's closed. It won't allow me. But in other case that it was open, it would allow me. So all I would have to do is put place, and it would go ahead and activate. As you can see, it says market is closed. So okay, I understand it's closed. I cannot place a trade until it is open. So that is how you place a sell limit, a pending order, even if it's a buy limit, a buy stop, or a sell stop. So any pending order, that is the way you place it right here on new orders. Now, understanding that you want the charts to appear, all you have to click is right here, and your pairs will appear. If you don't want them to be there, you don't want them to be in your way, you just got to go ahead and click that out, and it'll automatically take it out. So this would go ahead and give you more visual in the market itself. Now, I want it to be there, so I'm going to go ahead and place that. Now, understanding on this side, you have your time frame. So I have the M5, the M15, the 1 hour, and so on. Okay, so you may see that I am on the 1 hour, and this means that I am right here currently on the 1 hour time frame. Okay, so with that said, that is a quick rundown when it comes to MT4 on the platform. Those are the usual things that you need. But another thing that will be useful for you is to understand how to place or how to change the colors on your charts. Okay, in this case, my candles are blue and white. If I want to go ahead and change this, all I gotta do is double click on it, okay, or right click and go to properties. Okay, here in properties, I will be able to see the color. So if I want to change my background to white, I can go ahead and do so. It will change to white. If I want to go ahead and do my foreground, so in this case, I don't want any of those little annoying dotted lines, I would change it to the same color so that way it's not there. Okay, so in this case, I want this to appear, but I do not want the grid to appear. So I would go ahead and do the same color. That way it would be clear. Okay, now if I want to change the color of my bars, so in this case, I want to change my bull candle, okay, which is the market going up. I want to change it to a different blue. I can go ahead and do so. Or I want to change to purple, I can go ahead and do so. As you can see, it appears over here first before you press OK, so that way you are aware that this is what you truly want. Now, if this is what you truly want, all you gotta do is go ahead and put OK, and it will change to that color. Now, that has changed to this color. You want to go ahead and save this as a template. So you would go ahead and right click, go to where it says template, okay, and put save template. So in this case, if I want to go ahead and save template, I would go ahead and put purple, right? I want to go ahead and put it as purple. So I save it. Now this is saved as purple. Now if I want to go ahead to a different color, I would have to go to my previous templates, and I can go ahead and place what template I currently have. So load template, we can go ahead and put the red and blue, right? So this is my red and blue template. If I want to go ahead and change my template to a different template I have, I can go ahead and put momentum. So all these are different templates that some of them are already saved. So the momentum is already saved. The red and green, this is the usual, this is the one I currently have. So that is how you can go ahead and place templates and move from one to another. So with that said, thank you for joining on this session. I'll go ahead and see you guys on the next one.